So Warner Brothers has been imploding as of late, backing a certain nameless person, deciding they're going to denigrate fans again and again. So this move here, it should come as no surprise whatsoever. This is Tom King, by the way. Tom King is one of the biggest names associated with Warner Brothers brand. He's bragging about getting somebody kicked out of a convention. And you know the craziest thing about this? He may actually be lying. That's right. Warner Brothers prides itself on attacking and denigrating consumers so much that they create false headlines in order to tell you so. Fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. So hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. So you know what? These days, it doesn't surprise me in the least to see someone like this attacking people utilizing the Warner Brothers brand. For example, we just saw Peter Safran doing this. This is the guy that is the producer of the Suicide Squad, also Aquaman 2. He had a lot of things to say about Aquaman 2 and about fan pressure, saying that the fans, they don't matter. They don't get a say whatsoever. Yep, apparently it's become so commonplace at Warner Brothers, you needing to flex on the fans, that you make up stories. When you get blowback, you make up even more story until the convention itself, it puts you on blast and says, yeah, you know what? None of that happened at all. This guy, by the way, if you don't know who he is, this is Tom King. Tom King was a former Batman writer. Big voice at Warner Brothers, high profile here too. Look what he says about what happened to him at a con. And again, he's going to expand on that after he gets a lot of blowback. Love seeing people at cons. But yesterday, we had a Rorschach cosplayer who took his mask off at a table. You think I swear a lot in comics? You should see me in person. After an impolite talking to, Rorschach was escorted from the con. Wear your mask. We're not effing around, huh? Now, so I want you to imagine this scenario. You go to a convention. You pay for it because you have to pay entry and you have to pay to talk to Tom King. Literally, you have to pay. You see the article in front of you. $22 to speak to some of these people, including Tom King. Now for this, I want you to imagine that you have a mask on every single day. I know what that's like, by the way. I wore this very mask to Anime Matsuri every single day. Never took it off because my identity, it wasn't out there yet. And you know what I learned about masks? You can't hear very well. People, they can't hear you very well. And it is hot in those things. I mean, it is very, very hot. So imagine you go to pay to speak to somebody. You pay to meet them, to have them sign something. Yeah, you might be excited. You might take your mask off. And if you're paying for a picture, maybe you don't want it with that thing on. Maybe you want a regular picture. How does Tom King respond to that? He treats you like absolute trash. Now, what's absolutely hilarious about this is that it doesn't go Tom King's way. Oh, not at all. He gets severe blowback. He doesn't think he's going to do that. So he decides after 24 hours that he's going to double down and he's going to press on with the lie. Look at how he tries to minimize this too. There seems to be some confusion about a mask thing at a con. A mask thing, like several mask things have been brought up, right? Now there was one thing brought up. You brought it up, by the way, so yeah, it's not a mask thing. But here's what happened. Mitch and I were signing at our booth at Awesome Con, so you get to find out what con this is, which has a strict mask mandate in compliance with Washington, D.C.'s indoor mask mandate. Thousands of people were there, all wearing masks. Now look at how this tale develops, making King the good guy and making this person, the imaginary person, an absolute trash fire of a human being. So we spotted a dude in a Rorschach jacket not wearing a mask a few feet from our booth coming our way. We noted this to the kind people helping us with our line at the con. They went over and politely asked the dude to put on a mask. He ignored them and walked up to the booth. So you see how this is developed developing here, not the story he was telling at first, right? So cutting in line, dude came up to us. So again, you see how irresponsible and monstrous this imaginary person is. We told him he had to have a mask before talking to us. He seemed confused by this, like kind of dazed or stunned. But finally, he took out a thin Rorschach mask, nylon stocking with ink, but didn't seem to know how to put it on. It was tangled. Now, I want you to imagine this interaction in the real world, by the way. If somebody seems dazed and confused, they're not really responding. And then he says, we asked him to step back from the booth while he figured out his mask. He didn't move. We asked him again. Didn't move. At this point, I sent some language his way, no regrets. He finally woke up a bit. He woke up, so there's something wrong in here, right? This guy's having some kind of problem. Don't see what that is. Nope, treat him like trash. Took a step back to put on his Rorschach nylon sock thing. So listen to how the back end of this tale changes now. He handed us 2 books. We signed them quickly. We didn't want him in our line with that mask. He walked away a few feet, removed his mask, and went back maskless into the con. So you see how much this has changed from the beginning. Dude didn't have a mask, we treated him like crap, to hey, we just signed something really quickly after he put on a mask, he walked out, and then there was a problem. We were later informed that the kind people helping us at the con, as they are obligated to do, reported this behavior to the con management, and the dude was removed for violating the con and district's policy. So no more is it Tom King cursing someone out, getting them removed. Oh no, he's not costing him them dollars anymore. He's not treating the fan with disrespect. Yeah, sure, Tom. Now it gets even more interesting and strange, as reported by Bounding Into Comics. Definitely check them out. This stuff is absolutely hilarious. Why? Because it looks like Tom King may have not had this at all. You have someone saying, and this is somebody that would check this, by the way, rather than argue through the weekend, why not just contact the con like I did using the information at this link and see if they have reports of someone being chucked out. They answered pretty quick. So you see the contact information. Contact AwesomeCon. So another person asks, what exactly did they say to you? Well, the con, it's running smoothly. They reply, people are complying with their rules, having a good time. What's this other statement here? No incidents. That's right. The thing that Tom King is talking about, that weird flex he basically got owned on and tried to back away from, they're saying it didn't happen at all. This isn't Tom King's first rodeo either. Oh no, not by a long shot. He's gone after creators before. He went after Jay Lee because Jay Lee did a cover for another artist, Ethan Van Sciver. He tried to say that Jay Lee was part of a hate group. Jay Lee is an Asian American, by the way. Jay Lee was burying a beloved member of his family, a pet during that time. Tom King got so much blowback he had to apologize and retract all of it. But that shows you who exactly these people are and what Warner backs, and they back it all the time. But anyway, let me know what you think about this. As always, too, appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff work, so thank you. Want to help out the channel? We have a sign-up list for our comic book. Forget these people and what they make. We have something coming up soon. Check out that sign-up. It's in our description there. That helps us out. We don't do advertisers or anything else. But yeah, you can check that out. Other links, too. But you being here, it matters. Thank you. Appreciate you. Leave comments. And yeah, I'm going to leave it there. See you soon.